Good evening. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of direction using the energies of the moon cycle and of the planetary aspects surrounding us currently. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical. So do trust that whenever you find the message is when you are meant to find it. And if you do care to check out anything more about me or how to book a personal reading, that is connected to my homepage as well. If you do find anything connected to you or contained in today's message that is for you or for anyone else, please let me know that by adding a comment, joining us in the chat, or checking that like button for me and sharing the message. Thank you so much for being here. We've got quite the cosmic energy. It feels like the sky is exploding to me. So, yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Hey, Miss Judy, Miss Peg, thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate you. So if you look at the community posts, you'll be able to follow along exactly with my notes here today. The song this morning, it took me a few minutes to try and figure out what it was because I was only getting the chorus, just the chorus on repeat, and it was the I don't want to even sing that high, but then it was all na na na's. Okay, and you'll know once you hear the song possibly. So it was a repeating chorus, but I didn't know what was going on with the rest of the song. So that kind of feels like something is on repeat. I know the song. I feel it. I can feel something coming. I may not be sure what, but there are notes of something that I've heard before. Turns out I finally figured it out because I got the line, "Funny how time flies." So that was the very ending of the song. And here it was, "Tears for Fears, head over heels." I am familiar with the song. Just, I think I was in middle school at the time. So it wasn't something that is on my own personal playlist. I just know of it. So I wasn't even sure what the song was about and how it would be relatable for you guys today. What I also found interesting as I dug a little deeper, it was called Songs from the Big Chair was the album, but when it was released in the UK on June 10th, 1985, that boils down to an angel number 615, or in essence, a 66, and then a 12 and a 3. That is today's energy. We have August 13th, 2025, adding up to the number 30 in numerology. That is a 3 plus 0 is a 3 of the Empress. So the Empress is either in a cycle or as she ends a cycle. This is our own yin energy, male or female, doesn't matter. She is getting protection with that 0 there from the cosmos, from the universe, protection from the universe. In addition to that, it peaked at number 12 in the UK. The sister card to the Empress, as you'll see on the thumbnail, is the Hanged Man energy. So we have Jupiter energy coming back in with that luck and abundance, and that would be from traditional astrology today. Now, traditional astrology be Jupiter. Modern astrology, we have Neptune. That is representative for Pisces. When it was released in the US, as you look right here, it was number 3. It peaked at number 3. So this is going with today's energy of the Empress and the Hanged Man. So we've definitely got Venus in action here. We still have Venus in a conjoinment or a clinking glasses with Jupiter. So abundance everywhere, you guys. There are the lyrics here. And what was also interesting to me is that they released a limited edition picture disc that was shaped like a 4-leaf clover. Jupiter, lucky energy. Okay. And then that 4-leaf clover for me personally is usually a sign of Tyler Childer's song, In Your Love. So if you've never heard that song, it's just absolutely beautiful. And I was like, these two songs are kind of opposite, right? It's manifesting with Tyler Childers' song that he's very, very sure he's going to wait until the sun turns into ashes. And I put a line under, we were never made to run forever. We were never made to be in those loops of never ending choruses forever. Okay. Versus the angst, right? Over the Tears for Fears song, the wondering, the suffering. And he says, I'm on the line, one open mind. This is my four-leaf clover. In my mind's eye, one little boy, one little man. Funny how time flies. In addition to that, if you again click on the link there in the description box or in the chat box, I've included for us so you can use your own chart where the trine of water energies are flowing to, the trine of fire energies, and then the air. And as I was digging further, you guys, if you think of like a clock, all of the planets were sitting in this bucket portion. And the one little outlier here was the handle, right? That is Pluto, transformation. Been seeing butterflies everywhere the last several days. That's the star energy with the sister energy of strength and balance, opposite ends, opposite energies of the songs. So that is a King of Swords energy. And my question is going to be for us, what overall internal soul transformations are happening within the collective? Because when you see this in the sky, when all of the major planets affecting us are in this bucket shape, this can even be in your own personal birth chart. The handle is where then the emphasis is. So our emphasis is going to be on transformation, right? Pluto. Also here, I've included all the deacons of where these energies are sitting in the sky and what sign. So if you want just a little brief synopsis about what's happening around you, I have the Seven of Wands as our sun. So standing our ground, that Tyler Childers song, he's very, very sure. He pushes back on any resistance to that, right? Our moon energy, our emotions. There's a graphic about what to do and the Aries moon posted there today as well. We are at this morning, we were about halfway through that Aries energy. So we move from a Three of Wands, okay, of waiting for that ship to come in. I will wait for you, turning into the Four of Wands, the last deacon of Aries. Mercury communication, we are still sitting at that fifth degree, the rock formations at the edge of a precipice. So no longer stuck in a chorus, about ready to take this leap of faith into something new that is protected by the universal energy. Now we have the divine feminine and divine masculine. I always box in their energies in pink and blue just for easy reference. We have Venus and Cancer still, again, like I said, conjoining or clinking glasses with Cancer and Jupiter. That is a Three of Cups energy, a reunion energy. I'll wait for you. I'm coming back for it. And then we have the angst of the Tears for Fears. I want to be with you alone, right? But traditions I can trace against the child in your face. That speaks to me about patterns that people may or may not be aware of. We're adults, but we can trace the child in their face because their projections to others reveal what their triggers are and where that pain lies, right? So I feel like the masculine energy here is on this precipice with Mars because we have here the first 5 degrees, the theme of Libra energy is going to be learning. And he's on the precipice of this revelation or this Two of Swords energy when the masculine or our own actions, we might find ourselves at a crossroads. Lastly, before you get into the generational planets, we've got Daddy Sadie, the lesson giver and lesson bringer, the wisdom bringer at this Two of Wands energy that is wanting us to make this internal decision. Lots of masculine energy in the sky for me today. So I want to see, especially with Pluto sitting in a masculine energy of Aquarius, being the bucket handle, what overall internal soul transformations are happening for y'all within the collective. So, without further ado, let's see what's going on here with that. I find that very, very interesting. I even included a picture today that I took yesterday of the clouds. I'd love if you have a look at that because I about ish my pants, you guys. When you look at it, I was like, oh my God, that is the Four of Swords or the healing energy card in the Liz Houston deck. It's my favorite Four of Swords out of all the decks I have, and I've got a lot. So we shall see here. Let's look at what overall internal soul transformations. Give us some information, please, about that, please. And thank you, Spirit. I hope you guys are amazingly fabulous today. We've got a 26 energy here gathering around the power of community. Pluto, the bucket handle in the sky, is all about community. Okay. So this could be a transformation with those around you. 11s have been coming out like crazy. And here it is again, deep quiet, meditation and stillness, the healing in the sky. I've got to show you guys that picture in case you're not going to look. I want you to see, maybe this will not be a good representation here, but just click on the box and go look. This is where I was looking, but then this morning I also saw something else up here. Go ahead and put it in the comment box if you've had a chance to look. I'm really excited to see if you guys can see anything in there, okay? I don't think I'm just seeing things, so we shall see. So the power of community gathering around all of these mushrooms, right? These are communication. This is underground communication. In the forest, mushrooms are like the internet, right? So the forest communicates with all of the other living organisms and beings, the animals. We've got another butterfly here, and then we have all these fairies coming around within this communication energy. 26, again, being an 8 or the sister energy to Aquarius. Their power card of 17, the star. And then we have this, for me, 11. You'll see it in my yesterday's notes. And on Monday, in that reading where you guys were live with me, I pulled the 11 card, Justice, on the 11th day of the month. What I didn't notice was that in the opportunity was the 10 of Pentacles, and it was literally a group of people sitting around a table and eating in that deck. So I was like, it was right there. And I don't even think I picked that up in our reading. So another butterfly here, sky dancers, and today's the path of surrender, 48 and 12. How awesome is that? Okay. Let me dig even further. We've got 19 of the sun, fallen angel. So maybe the divine masculine within ourselves is looking back at this head over heels, right? Something happens and I'm head over heels. And then becoming sure, the opposite of that. Those twin energies, the dualistic energy of going to the opposite, or the 180 of seeing something from a whole different point of view. Now today, we have the symbol 22 of Leo because the sun is at 21 degrees and odd minutes. We have a carrier pigeon. We do have the new moon in Virgo on the 22nd. So maybe that's when this 180 will happen, but this is about making our own claims to be nothing less than an aspect of God's message, our own child, right? Even though we're adults, seeing the messages and sometimes even the pain of the child's face, you can still see the child within. And that again is a 7 of Wands energy, standing on top of the hill, claiming your ground. I will stand my ground. That's what he says in that song. I will stand my ground. All right, let's see what's going on here with the energy. I'm going to pull out my fire deck. See what's on the bottom. There's that. So Daddy Saddy here, Saturn at that first decan of Aries. Do I stick with the old? Okay. Or do I go to this new thing? Do I stay in that anxiety and angst over the head over heels song, wondering and suffering and waiting? Or do I get in the Empress energy of knowing, feeling, and surrendering? It is always a choice. And here we have it on the bottom of the deck before we even make the cut. Page of Pentacles, the message communication. Someone could be deciding to communicate. Maybe this is an actual masculine deciding to communicate. King of Pentacles energy. I wrote that whole song in green for whatever reason. That could be an earth sign. This is all about abundance. And again, Jupiter aligning with Venus. Abundance and love could be a message of love, a love offer, or if it's something about a job offer, it could even give you more money. Maybe it's just an increase in pay at the place you already are. But here, like I said, the energy is lining up as far as head and heart, because the soul drives the chariot forward fast. Okay. And then we have that is going to require walking away from emotions that do not feel good, or a position or job opportunity that's just not quite doing it for you, perhaps. Take it as it resonates for you. But I'm being drawn to this crescent moon energy here in the corner, because that happens right before that new moon in Virgo goes dark. So this is when like I said, this energy could be coming on the decision of the situation. And there's the four swords of healing right there that I mentioned with the sky gazing, the cloud picture. So let me see if any guys had time. Yeah, butterfly and dragonflies everywhere too. Absolutely. Judy, I've been getting wolves as well, which for me is moon energy. Hey, you guys. Hey, guys. Hey, thank you so much for being here. But have a look at the graphic. Let me know what you see when you gaze into those clouds. Okay. So, energy before the cut. We just read that pre-shuffle. Let's see what's going on in the collective. Keep in mind, this might be a masculine energy that you are wondering about, or your own yang energy within. Aries is a masculine sign, so Queen of Wands here. And that's all about Stella getting her groove back, someone feeling a whole lot better than they have before. Queen of Wands energy is very creative. Okay, it's a knowing energy. So you might be feeling like you're getting a glow up from the flow up, for whoever this reading is for today. The situation is you are almost there. Keep going. Do not quit. Getting ready to set down some kind of a burden, like we saw on that Eight of Cups, something that's just not quite working out for you, or something that's been a long, hard haul. Okay. And you can only even see with one eye. You got your one eye on the prize. All he has to do is set it down. It's been carried long enough, whatever this is for you. And the opportunity, we've got a 10-10 energy here, is the 10 of Cups. So this glow up could be something that benefits not only you, but your family. Your glow up then of a 9 of Cups, where the North Node of Destiny is right now, attracts the 10th cup of the balanced same energy. Okay. And in the past, you've had to use some strategy for whatever this burden is. In this energy here of the 7 of Swords, It could have been a community you gathered around, or you've really needed help from those around you to be able to set down this burden, because the Seven of Swords speaks of strategy. He's taking the swords away from the army camp so that they cannot be used to harm anyone. So maybe you had to push someone or something, maybe even yourself, out of harm's way, but it took quite a bit of strategy here. And this was a heavy load to bear for you. Yeah. The whole heart of the reading is that, I know I just talked to Pagan, so I just did not sleep the night before at all. 1:30 in the morning is when Venus and Jupiter clinked glasses. And what I didn't know, and I learned yesterday from a girlfriend when we were at the pool yesterday, seeing all these butterflies everywhere and cloud gazing, was that there was a meteor shower between 2 and 4. So that luck, that abundance, that love, the Empress glow up was at 1:30. Then we had meteor showers 2 to 4, and they continued through just before dawn today. I looked up what time dawn was here in Ohio. Sunrise is at 6:42, so another 66 energy, like we saw with the head over heels song. Okay. Yeah, this has been a big burden. Speaking of the abundant energy clinking glasses, here it is. So, whatever you've had to use strategy for to upgrade your energy, your own Empress energy, I feel like this is what is being seen either by a person coming towards you or someone bringing a message or an offer to you of some kind, a carrier pigeon. Let's see what the blocks are here for you. Waiting. I will wait for you. So, Seven of Pentacles is kind of like someone's on a smoke break, just taking a break. We've got a 77 energy here. Which is a 14 of Temperance. This has been a long haul, like I said, time. And this is turning, Temperance is turning lead into gold. Archangel Michael energy with a big old sword of truth. And in reverse here, this is something that was planted, is about to come to fruition in the near future, but we don't get it when we wait. Energy does not start to move if we are not moving. We don't sit and watch water boil, nor can we sit and watch our crops grow. You don't send communication, or you don't use all this strategy just to sit around and wait. You've got to keep moving, right? You've got to set something down so that your hand is empty, so that we can have our hands open to receive. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know about this. This can be no longer waiting. Yep. All the butterflies. There you go, Judy Jude. Yep. Butterflies everywhere. And as soon as you set this burden, the transformation, both my arms up and down, the butterflies are emerging. This is a big change. Awfully worried about it though. And if this is something that is beneficial to your own energy, hello, 10 of Cups, it's beneficial to everyone around you, because then by default, your own increase of energetic frequency is just physics, right? Your 5 of change brings in a changed energy as well. Our frequency changes then, and that encourages the yang energy then to follow suit. No longer waiting. It's time for you to fly somewhere, guys. All right, out. It's time for you to fly somewhere, and there's no faster flyer than the Knight of Wands. He hauls ass. He's no feet on the ground, literally leaping through the air. And there are these geckos. If they lose their tail, they grow a new one. So again, that's transformative energy and a change. So is the Queen of Wands. That is going to be Mars energy of action. Okay, this is no longer waiting around for this strategy, setting down the burden so that your transformation can bring this energy in. Simply sitting around waiting for the phone call, or you got a watch pot never boils. You got to keep yourself busy, or else that energy it's really hard for energy to come in towards you that you do want, because we're not taking any action, our Mars energy, towards something. Could also be because Mars is no longer in retrograde in Leo, and we have this fire now being able to move forward, learning how to see things in a larger context. Oh, I didn't realize that I had to change my energy to the frequency of what it is that I wanted. It's not about just wishing in one hand and, keeping it and keeping it open in the other, hoping in one hand, and guess what fills up there? Ugh. So we don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and see what's fueling us here. Here is a new foundation or a new start, that dualistic energy, this change. It's like you've gotten the tools. The tool is part of this strategy here, and you've set down a burden of some kind. Forever who this reading is for, this could even be you're now single. This is an energy of I am splendid and abundant in my own right. I mean, she's wearing a sparkly gold vest here. She's a pillar of the community. Okay, so perhaps this is a new leadership role for you, and you have the tools here to show how to help other people out of dualistic thinking, as an example. Abundant. This is all, grapes are very hard to grow, guys. So this can be time as well. This could have been even 9 years in the making. Pentacles can represent years. So whatever this was, and now the 10th wand, this is finally, I'm free of this. I understand that I am fine within my own self. Okay. And there's the balance coming in with this 10 of cups. You balancing brings in an energy of balancing. Okay. This new leap of faith here, that is, we just had Mercury go direct in that symbol of rock formations at the edge of a precipice, right there, reaching toward the Leo sun. But I'm being drawn to her handbag. For me, that's like this hammer here. You've taken whatever lessons you've learned with you, and are using them as you go on in this new journey, this new energy. Okay, because it's upgrade. Now it goes 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Empress. And this is like a little chutes and ladders jump here. Here's the reunion card here, crossing this 9 of Swords. Maybe you've been worrying about it. Maybe it's just now you are celebrating with friends about some kind of freedom from this burden, gathering around with your community here. Now, the Empress is being fueled by the 5 of Swords, and it's like, if you're trying to fool an Empress, it might have worked before. But what you're telling me here is I've grown, and that's no longer going to work for me. So you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, because we've got this higher consciousness now. Something was blocked for you before. That's why we were waiting. Okay. Whatever this was, this transformation, it's even a change of perception. There ain't nothing good happening. Maybe the burden was just these past regrets. Again, in that song, he says, funny how time flies. Let's see, it was about seeing the child. I can trace against the child in your face. This can be our own transformation, and finally figuring out that I am in charge of setting down the burdens of how I learned about love and how I learned about family, the burdens of my foundation. And I could have left anytime I wanted to. I didn't realize that it was my own energy, or that I had the tools all along here. Okay. So this 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy here, as is the card of death and transformation. So you are turning around. What Spirit wants you to know, just turn around. Just do the 180. Today's the day of the Hanged Man. Oh, there we go. Spiritual's there. And your balanced energy is the only thing. Your balanced energy is the only thing that ignites that wheel of fortune, divine timing. Only your energy in your love. Oh my gosh, those double sixes. And it's taken quite a bit of strength here. I think your quick exit may be quite surprising, let's say, to someone else here. Let's come back to the top of, yeah, your balanced energy. Maybe you're just not reacting like you did before. And talk about, wow, talk about sister cards here. The sister card of the Lovers is the Devil, and they're not chained to the devil. Okay. They can walk away anytime. And like I said, maybe you just didn't realize the tools were there for you all along. This could even be the tools finally coming to you. Okay. Let's see. There's that fast, passionate communication or spiritual downloads. That does relate to today's angel number, which again is in the attached to the chat box. Let's see what was going to be here on the top of the deck with that Knight of Wands. Victory, fueled by the Lover's energy coming in. And then we had, what are we needing? Balance here and strength for. This story just wrote itself. Okay. You needed strength to end a cycle or end a chorus that was on repeat. I could not figure out the damn song because all I was getting was the na 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 part. Forgive my wrong pitch there. Wow. This has taken you quite the effort. Whoever this reading is for today, you're like, but Ange, we want to see what else was there. 2 of Cups could shock you that as literally as soon, like just as soon as you've balanced your energy, as you've balanced your own inner lemniscate or infinity loop of those both sides, boom, here comes, like I said, at the 10 of Cups, book ending. Here comes the 2 of Cups, the matching vibrational frequency to your upgraded energy. Only can happen by that divine timing can only be initiated by that Wheel of Fortune card. And I think you're kind of shocked at how quick it is. It doesn't feel like a bad tower because it's book ending the 10 of Cups. Now, anytime in the future when someone tries to come in, you're like, I got the tools now. I already learned that lesson. You play stupid games with me, you're gonna fafo around me, and you get the stupid prize. So you ain't having it. Whoever this reading is for today. All right. What was going to be pairing with the victory of the 6 of Wands? Victory over stupid shit, like I just said. You ain't having it. This is a dumb little battle, right? These are kids trying to, it's childish, right? Play stupid games. Victory over childish games or low level frequency energy, because your frequency is higher now. I'm no longer sucked in by that behavior. I no longer feel the need to argue against anything ridiculous, because if I'm arguing against something ridiculous or trying to get them to see why I'm right, you're already going in the loop again, right? We're already just we're repeating the chorus. So there is no need to repeat a chorus with someone who doesn't know the words to the song. Okay. And you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. Freedom from the lover's path. A sixth path is the path of freedom. And I've got freedom from this jealousy, strife, and competition because that whoever this is or whatever this situation is, it simply just doesn't trigger you anymore. And this could be the divine masculine story as well. Speaking of Two of Swords, where we just talked about at the beginning, Mars energy is. So this could be divine masculine energy saying, and there's that crescent again. This could be happening just before the new moon in Virgo on the 22nd. This communication or this rise in vibration. If you rose your vibration, the yin energy, in effect, the masculine energy follows. That's how it works. Yin balances first, yang follows. It's the two fish bowls merging together, right? Yin energy, yang energy, and they have to alchemize temperance, turning lead into gold. So, what I'm talking to today, you've done the work, and very quickly you'll know when you've done the work and you're finished with the lesson, because now you've got the tools to just flick these little fives off of you. Okay. And it's like, haha, I see you. I see what you're doing. You're not going to get a rise out of me. You're just not. I've ended that cycle because I found my own inner balance and strength. I tamed my own inner beast. And therefore, when this person comes in to talk about you, I'm not going to be shocked. Please email me. I'm not going to be shocked either if they say, yeah, I came to a crossroads and made a decision as well. Not going to be shocked at all. Spiritual downloads again. And we did see that raising consciousness here that was blocked in the past, bookending this new victory with the lover's energy, victory over foolishness. Okay, you're no longer chained to it. You're no longer triggered. You see what they're doing. Okay, you see what they're doing. Wow. All righty, guys, you have certainly switched into Empress energy here, into the knowing, feeling, and surrendering versus, it's all right here, angst, wondering, and suffering. You're not doing it anymore. I just heard decisions made. Whoever that's for, please let me know. Decisions made. Decisions made. All right, let's go ahead and look at, I'm kind of going to be nosy here. I just want to go Aries through Pisces. This is half Liz's deck and half of a what lies beneath, half what are they thinking, and half of what lies beneath. This is the negative side of the lemniscape, or the minus. Withdrawals from the bank. This can be our fears. And because our song was Tears for Fears, I just want to see maybe what had happened was with that masculine energy, or even what we were just fearing to take action, why we might have been fearing to take action with our own masculine energy. Aries through Pisces. I'm going to go through the top 1 through 12, please, Spirit, cards 1 through 12. And there's my countdown. 3, 2, and one more shuffle, please. Let's go ahead and get our cut. And from the top. All right, starting with Liz's deck, Aries. If this person was an Aries, or if this is your own masculine energy, guys, our fears. I am jealous of you and them. Taurus. Sex is lacking with blank. Ooh. I don't know how that's your problem, but that's too bad. So sad if they downgraded. All right, Gemini. I found someone else. And Cancer energy, promiscuous, someone that free for all, someone that sleeps with your person. And Leo, I don't want a commitment. Virgo, addictions. Libra, I compare you to others. Judgment. Okay, that tracks for Libra. Okay. And Scorpio, bugaboo. Sagittarius doesn't want to hear it. MJ says all the time, this is her deck today. So she says all the time, lie to a Sag, and that's the last time you'll be speaking. Okay. Capricorn, some envy here going on. Aquarius, I am lying, and Pisces, I am gaslighting you. All right. So again, those could have been these fears. They could have had to do with a divine masculine, that's a person for you, and or they could be simply your own fears that you're trying not to have tears over anymore. Okay, let's look at the positive side, or putting money into the bank side of that lemniscate energy, and look at in this lover's energy. I read my outcome with those 6 cards like one story, and the guts of the story are right in the middle. And the obviously the beginning and the ending. Again, I feel like it's wow. You're just really shocked how quickly this new energy or this new abundance shows up for you. We are in the luckiest week of the year, after all, guys. All right. But oh my gosh, you must have gotten my ESPNs. I've been I feel like we tend to go hermit mode always at the same time. That's my message to stop. Oh, watching Ish go down, maybe, were you? Enjoying the gossip. All right. I feel like that's a separate message there, but that tells me that watching shit go down, that could be this near future energy here, especially with the 5 of Wands. It doesn't, you're just like, it doesn't trigger you anymore. You're just like, where's my popcorn? You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Well, let me hold on. Let me grab my popcorn. All right, Aries through Pisces. Let's look at that lover's energy. Let's look at the hopes side rather than the fears side. Aries, you are saying game over. That could also be with an Aries. Take it how it resonates for you. Taurus, wow. Okay. Why am I acting all shy? I please myself to your pictures. Okay. That's not a crime. Gemini, I miss you. What are they thinking? I miss you. Okay. Cancer, I am obsessed with you. Leo, I am not perfect, but I am worth it. Virgo, stay with me. This can work. Libra, I want to reach out, but I chickened out. Scorpio, I want to be there for you, but there are blocks. Sagittarius, co-parenting is needed. Capricorn, I think of you when I am winking face. Okay. I forget what this said earlier, but Liz knows me. She's met me. For whatever reason, I wanted to alter that. Okay. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Capricorn, you might be thinking of somebody else. That's none of my business. Aquarius, I missed my chance to be with you. And Pisces, emotional intelligence. Okay, that's the 12th sign. Okay, and when someone tries to gaslight you, 5 of Swords can be gaslighting. I love the play stupid games, get stupid prizes. If someone tries that ish on you at this point, you've already figured it out. You're like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So you ain't having it no more. Whoever this reading is for, there's your transformation. Boy, oh boy. Let me check you guys out here in the chat. Now, while I'm doing that and saying hi to you guys, go ahead and put a heart in the bottom of the chat. I have a few more minutes, 44:04 on the clock, and I am happy to pull for you. Please give me a heart there, a colored heart, whatever color you pick is fine. And you can just say, I'd like you to pull a card for me, or you can ask a specific question. And much love out there again to Miss Peg, Miss Judy Jude. Thank you guys so much, Miss Brandy and Kathy. And I need to get out my little romper room hourglass here, and and Monica, butterflies everywhere, and Michael, hi there, how are you? Thank you for being here tonight. I hope everybody, I'm sure they have, has welcomed you. This is a wonderful community of very emotionally intelligent peoples, and I couldn't be just more excited to have them as part of my tribe here. So love you guys lots. Hey, Miss Crystal, thank you from Aussie. Thank you so much. It is a general reading here, so this can be, we're all on different timelines, keep in mind. So this can be something that has already happened for you. This can be something currently happening, or this can be something that's coming up in the cards for you, because again, we're all on different timelines, but energy is cyclical. And I was getting that a lot with the song for today, because I could just only get the repeating chorus. And it was like, it took me forever to figure out what the hell the song was. And I only got the words, funny how time flies. So I feel like if you're in a place, or you were in a place of opposing energies, knowing, feeling, and surrendering, maybe before you were still waiting, where we saw in the block, angst, wondering, and suffering. And then the opposite of that lemon escape is going to be manifesting, knowing how to manifest. The Empress sits and waits. She does not in the way of a seven of pentacles in reverse. She does it by manifesting. She already knows that what she has manifested is coming to her. And hello, of course, to Ed again. I missed you too, man. It's so funny. I always feel like that we hermit at the same time for whatever reason. We both have a stellium, guys. I got a stellium in Cancer. If I remember right, yours is in Sagittarius here. So let me get some cards for you all. Thank you so much for being here again. Miss Crystal, then Kathy, and then Michael. All right. Let's have a quick look. You know, the table gets messy around here on the split. Okay, that's weird. An Emperor in reverse here, and an Ace of Pentacles. So has not happened yet. It could be about to happen. That Emperor energy, there's the full moon we had from Monday's reading. That could be no longer putting up barriers, and finally making this communication, making this offer, or simply our own masculine energy taking action now that we don't have Mercury in retrograde anymore. All right, let's get some cards for Crystal, please. Red center, left, right for Crystal. And she's got a purple heart there. Third eye. Raising consciousness energy, pineal gland. All right, right there, they said. Miss Crystal, center, Three of Pentacles. So see how she's holding that new manifestation in her hand. It's the tool of the Three of Pentacles that we got for the person for this reading. And left-hand side, Seven of Swords was in the recent past in this general reading. So do we see how this works, guys? This is a whole nother deck. So awesome. You've walked away either with this new start here. It was something that you didn't quite want to, or you really had to use strategy. It could have even been, in the nighttime so that it wasn't seen. That can be strategy, just like that Seven of Swords. And here's your Two of Pentacles. You're already dressed for the ball, girl. What are you waiting for? So it's like, go. You've already got this in your hand, and look, there's this circular energy here in the middle. Book ended. I read those together. We maybe didn't want to quite have to make a 3D decision at this crossroads, this or that. But can you make it a win-win? Can this and that be true? And crossing over the Three of Pentacles, there's your Sun. You decided to go towards your own happiness. It could even be healing a friendship, but your own. Today's a 3-day, which is our solar plexus, following our joy. And by you doing that, there's a matching energy, Two of Cups coming in, and there's Taurus energy, King of Pentacles, someone who is abundant, wealthy. We saw the King of Pentacles show up in the regular spread, and this could be somebody that kind of keeps, can I say that? A freak on a leash. I don't know where the hell that's coming from, but that's what I heard. Okay. I'm just saying. Eight of Cups. Yeah. Walk another full moon again. Maybe the letter C. I don't know, but oops, my ears are squeezing on that one, Crystal. I know your name starts with a K, so not sure. I hope that helps you. You got a freak. I'm jealous. You got a freak on a leash coming for you. Uh, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy. Boy, oh boy. Are you spilling your guts here? What's up? Or do you feel maybe this tower moment or this shocking surprise of you raising your vibration, if this energy is for you here, and how quickly something comes, maybe you're caught off guard and you don't know what to say, and you're like, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh God, what did I say? Because it just comes out so fast. But you know what? Let it come on out. There we go. Bottom of the deck there, Five of Wands. You are no longer allowing, like we saw on this read, those lower vibrational energies aren't even a thing anymore. They're not phasing you. Knight of Wands, like we got in our outcome of the general reading. Can't make this ish up, guys. So you are coming in here as the Knight of Wands, fast action and passion forward. That's why I feel like you're kind of you're taken off guard here. I know that, like, my girlfriends make fun of me because I am a terrible flirt. Like, I cannot. It's just embarrassing. Um, I once asked someone if they wanted to mow my lawn, and I thought that was flirting. And I'll never hear the end of it from my girlfriends. But it's just something that like you're nervous in the moment. This is someone who might I mean, look at all this red here. You have your guard up, but then your guard comes down because you're just like, you don't know what to say. You're taken aback by their energy. Ace of Cups. What you holding back for? So here's this guardedness, right? And you're like, I'm not opening up my heart, girl. You can't push it away forever. And we got that Three of Pentacles back as the person in the reading. This is your choice here. You've got the tool, you're holding the hammer, you've got the passion. That I think if this is a person, they just take you by surprise. And you might fumble over your words here a little bit. Maybe they're real damn cute. And you're lost for words here, something I don't know, but you're blocking your heart when your panties want to say yes. Oh, that feels ornery. That energy feels ornery, Kathy. Let me know if that resonated for you guys so far there, Mr. Michael. All right, there's a Two of Swords split here. You got a decision. There's that masculine Mars energy at the crossroads. And on the bottom here, this is not your problem, whatever's floating into your arena, because You are about to communicate that you're heading and walking towards your sun, when all of a sudden here comes a floater or a broken winged bird for you to save. Okay. And it's not in the job description. You don't have to do that anymore. Funny how time flies, right? We don't want to waste time in a chorus, especially if that sailor person situation, right, has sailed on by before, and you've maybe tried to help them before. Let's see. For Michael, please. 3 cards and a bottom card. Center is, some kind, the 7 of Pentacles here that was blocked in the past. Here's the heavy burdens, all the work that this performer has done thus far. It's opening night on Swan Lake. It's time. You are just about to go towards that sun. You've done all the hard work, and it's like, I'm about to go on the stage, and then there's like a little bit of a record skip. But this is telling you that whatever your question is here, you are prepared. I mean, look at the blood, sweat, and tears that this situation here, it's time to set something down so you can be happy. Okay. Turning pain, past pain, led into gold. There is the lotus flower. They unfold and grow out of the mud, out of difficulty, and unfold one petal at a time. This could be something that either harmed your own self-esteem. Okay. Sagittarius energy here, and has taken time and energy and lots of healing to rebalance your energy. And it feels like whatever this situation floating up to you is going to kind of throw you off balance again. Yeah. You see all the time that it's taken you. You see the truth of perhaps somebody was gaslighting you. It's time to go, bud. Whatever this is, it's opening night. You're prepared. You can do it. Okay, you are ready. The bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups in reverse. There's that 5 of Wands. I'm not tolerating this childish jealousy, strife, and competition. In this deck, there's the Tower moment. This is split. Those energies are different. And then not only that, we had what Spirit wanted you to know, and the general reading was a 5 of Cups, and this is a different deck, and it came out in reverse. So that is telling me you're no longer crying over spilt milk. What Spirit wants you to know is that 180, right? You've just got to turn around, see that the 2 of Cups are coming. The 2 of Cups came out in the outcome. All you've got to do is not help that floater this time. Okay. This is not your problem anymore. I just heard anymore. Okay. So she's not sitting here lamenting over that ship that's passed her by. She's moving on. It's opening night. It's time to go, honey. Like I said, it is time to go. I hope that helped you out there, Miss Ashley. I love that Nova Star. Can you guys believe that those meteors are supposed to be like the best meteor shower of the whole entire, like it was ideal. So lots of stuff's happening. It does not surprise me at all. And in my graphics today, I have little fireballs coming out of the sky on yesterday and today's angels. All right, for Ash. What did you guys think about that left and right side of the lemniscate there with the with Liz's "What Are They Thinking" deck and the "What Lies Beneath"? Let me know if any of those resonated for you. Okay. All right, Miss Ashley, 3, 2, and 1 here. Bottom of the deck, the star, connecting back to our deepest wishes, healing energy. All right, center card. There's more truth here. King of Swords, Pluto, the top of the bucket, the handle to the bucket. The focus is on your transformation and your truth. This is the card, this little fleur de lis or New Orleans or some kind of reference celebration, right? All I got this morning with the first song was like the horn section. And I was like, those aren't words. I don't know. I don't know what that was. The horns and the piano. Okay. So this is about your transformation of some sort here. It's taken quite a long time, even though this is the Knight of Pentacles loyalty here in the past. You have diligently tried to cut through some bullshit, and you're going to do it because now with that King of Swords energy, here's your transformation. So even though it's earth energy, you've taken quite a bit of time to cut through these mental blocks, perhaps words or words of others. Okay. Yep, there it is. That's our situation for today. Setting down the burden. No, you're done here. You've made it. This truth, this transformation, burning up the old. You don't have to work so hard anymore. You've arrived at your destination. You've arrived at your destination. You're holding, woo, double chills down both arms there. Your truth, your transformation is what held the key here. And her dress always reminds me of a peacock. And I know the peacock came out in the Monday reading for advice of the signs. There might be further information for you there. Wow. And Eight of Swords in reverse. Again, no longer all up in your head and stuck. The clock is run out on that. And Ten of Swords, reinvention. This is my Ophelia Natalie Merchant card. You're reinventing yourself because we burnt up the old here. Whatever you were really diligently working on, and it took so much time to get through that forest of bullshit. Forest of bullshit. Don't ask me. Forest of bullshit. Were you in a forest of bullshit, girl? Please let me know. Miss Brandy with the green hearts. Lots of green everywhere. I was talking to a friend about a specific color of green on Friday. All my notes are in green today. And boy, if that same exact color did not show up on a design show, and it showed up on the Hunting Wives. Have you guys seen that? So good. OMG. I did not know what I was in for. All right. Information for Brandy, please. And thank you, Spirit. Information. What does Brandy need to know, please, here? Okay. We ready? I mean, guys, do you see how these are repeating for everyone? So everybody that is here, know that even though I'm pulling these for specific people, it's the general energy too. So your message might also be relating to another person's message. That's how energy works. It's a vibration, it's a frequency, right? So again, whatever this is you've been manifesting, you have done all the work here. An Empress just sits and waits for whatever it is that she's manifested to come in. And look at how not bothered she is by any Five of Swords, Bobby Boucher. What is that? It's not Happy Gilmore. It's one of the other Adam Sandlers. And this Bobby Boucher, was that Kathy Bates? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my movies mixed up here, but let's see what's going on for you. You opened up your heart. Look, I just said the frequencies. Our messages are all relating because you guys are in here as a frequency of energies together. And whenever anybody else that's watching the replay finds this message, that's what's happening for you then, because the energy always cycles back, and it just depends what part of the timeline you're on, right? You've opened up your heart, and instead of hemming and hawing and make it staying in the past cave, looking at old skeletons, Two of Wands reversed, you've made a decision about how you've changed your frequency. You have changed your own frequency And there's no more questioning and action here because you're calling it in. You've done all the work. So, like I just said, you got all 4 aces of potential here at your disposal. You've got the magic wand, and there's the 6 of pentacles again there with balanced energy. And this is a card of fall. Okay, so there's all these fall leaves. This is when this manifestation could be coming in for you. Finally leaving some kind of old heart skeleton behind, perhaps. This could even be, no, that's your frequency. I was going to say maybe a Pisces or Knight of Cups energy coming towards you. Could be, but I feel like this is you. You've changed your heart frequency, girl, and I mean that's only going to benefit you. Now it's opening night. It's time to go. 7 of Pentacles. Whenever a card, even if it's in a block position or in a reverse position, that means the energy is there. Okay, so you still have opening night can happen whenever that is, but you're calling it in. So if your energy is balanced, divine timing is going to be enacted here, and we'll see that lover's energy come in. Do tell. Feels a little bit juicy, if I gotta say. I gotta say, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I hope that helped you. So it feels like you've really been up in, double chips. You've been up in your game in some way, somehow, some way. Hope that helps you. And you have green hearts there. Leo energy, that's the heart chakra, green. All right. And for Miss Monica, of course, absolutely. Cards for Monica, please. I hope that helps you guys and anybody watching. Again, you can find yourself in any of these messages because you're here. Okay. Simply by being here. Thank you so much for tapping that like button and leaving your comments and sharing the message with others. All right. So again, it's on the table, but this hasn't either been expressed yet. Ace of Swords is the moment of truth. That song has been, that was playing a couple weeks ago and would not stop in the messages. So with this being in reverse, this is like a moment of truth here that has not been turned upright yet. Lots of purple energy. This is giving me what's her tits? Sorry guys. On what's the Mad Hatter? Off with their head. The Queen. And then there's this column here. Haven't really noticed that before. Pink roses in the background as featured on the Hanged Man. She's holding a pink rose. So this 180 hasn't happened yet. Done a lot of work here, tempering your own energy, turning pain into wisdom. Again, the lotus flower, it takes a lot of time for those to grow up out of difficult circumstances. Facing your sun, going towards your happiness here. Feels like soon as that gets righted, your energy is ready. This has yet to right itself in the up, but as soon as you do, it's the happiest card in the deck. I mean, it's the happiest card in the deck. Whatever this Ace of Swords is, it's going to require some strategy. The way it's described by this author is that she doesn't want the full moon's light to show what she is leaving behind here. There's a castle in the background and red roses. And then with the more pink roses here, but that's a lotus there of transformation there on the bottom. Yeah, this is delivering kind of shocking news. And around you, this is a card unique only to this deck. Tarot de la Nuit, and this is the Angel de la Nuit, Angel of the Night, who says, There's the phosphorus butterflies, who says, you've done the work. You have done the work. I've got your back from here. I've got you from here. Okay. Don't fear. I've got you from here. Okay. This is going to be shocking. Okay. And look at her face. I mean, Tower in our outcome energy, then everything happens pretty dang fast. Pretty dang fast. I hope that helped you guys out. Let me check here for other hearts. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Okay. Oh, I love that. Anything is possible. You're so right. You're so right. Anything is possible. Yay, Miss Peg. Yeah, I'm so glad. You never ask. You rarely ever ask for a card. I don't know why, but you sure deserve it. Absolutely. Let me get cards for Miss Peg here. Cards for Miss Peg. Let me know. We'll glow up from the flow up again, like we had on that first card out for the querent here. Getting ready to spread your Isis wings. Is it time for you to fly somewhere too? Are you flying somewhere? Uh, Beyonce Naughty Girl came out, so I don't know why. So just the song that popped into my head. All right. Why you hiding yourself away? Okay, Four of Pentacles. There's that full moon energy, and here's all these emotions flooding in the window, and you got game face. You're like, emotions? What emotions? Okay, Nine of Cups. So she's standing in water up to her waist. There is the four-leaf clover there, the luck, and there's the frog. So that would be a new leap of faith that you're not taking yet into this Nine of Cups abundance, wish fulfillment energy. And there's the the horns, the celebration, the fleur-de-lis energy. I'm gonna have to look up that symbol. Why you not going towards your happiness? This is not whatever the situation is, you're just putting a game face on here, girl. Ooh. Okay. King of Wands, I see it, I want it, it's mine. Leo energy, this feels nowish. There's a gate behind him. Maybe you just haven't crossed over into this gate yet, but I feel like that energetic gate is awaiting you, because here's a black with yellow spots snake. I dreamt very early this morning that I was looking up at a big, like a yellow toned globe, a ceiling light, and it had two snakes around it, which is a symbol of transformation. Is one side, because there's only one snake here, is one side transformed and the other's not? Oh, okay. King of Wands and a King of Cups in the future. So diplomacy. This lightning here is reminding me of Uranus energy, the lightning bolt, the revolution. This is balance of head and heart, because the soul drives the chariot. But the King of Cups is very diplomatic. He's not speaking. He doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve, right? Nobody's like the game face. Book ending this action that you want to take. Why are you being, do you feel like you have to be diplomatic about something and keep, and like it's like tamping down your happiness? Okay. Here's the Hanged Man, the pink roses that are featured in this card. Blow me one last kiss, pink. the Hermit there underneath that, and could be you're not wanting to stand your ground, walking away from standing your ground, or you feel like it's just at this point it's strategery to stand your ground, because it might leave someone else out in the cold around you. So your heart's on pause here. Your heart and your abundance is on pause. You know you want it. What you want in here, girl? This luck is like just sitting there waiting for your 180. Blow it one last kiss. Okay. You've learned this before. That star inside the lantern, that's the big wish card, the 17, the star. And in essence, you've got the minor arcana star here in reverse. Okay, so I hope that, I don't know what that is for you, but hopefully you know. I'm just going to randomly lift advice, King of Pentacles. Tap into your sensuality. Put a little bit more, this is a little bit of stubborn energy here. Like, I know what I've got, but my own pleasure is in the background of this. Who's taking the center stage here, girl? It's time for you to get on stage. It's time for you. It's your turn. It's your turn. Okay. It be your turn. So I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you, Miss Peg. Brandy, I got yours, right? Yes, I did. Okay, good. And let me see, Miss Jude. All right. Okay, so Crystal, that resonated for you. And I have no idea what I'm saying, guys, when I'm channeling, so I'll have to go back and check out those messages. But yeah, there you go. Miss Judy learning some kind of there's the 5 of change, this lesson, the guru, the shaman, the guide, a lesson about your own wish fulfillment, maybe changing your frequency, perhaps, learning how to not let, or healing from people, or energies, 4 of Wands, balancing out, healing from people that are just kind of throwing lower vibrational frequencies, but it's like you're getting it now, right? Okay, you're getting it now. Page of Pentacles. I know that opening up the Pandora's box to something new. Hope is all the way at the bottom. You got to keep going. Okay. All right. Cards for Judy, please. 2. And 1 more. King of Wands again there at the bottom of the deck. The reason I see it, I want it, it's mine. Need to be going for something here, deciding. Yeah, you already know what this is. High Priestess, esoteric knowledge. This could be coming up. We've been talking a lot about the new moon in Virgo on the 22nd, but I believe then we still have another Virgo moon the month after, and that's the eclipse one. So maybe this knowledge will be revealed to you by then, or that's when you need to take action on whatever this is. Seeing what your happiness was, but it's not behind you. It's not in the past. It's not just behind you, right? Healing energy there with that yellow rose. Okay, 6 of Cups, nostalgia, living in yesteryear a little bit here, bookending that Sun. There are answers there for you, but you already know what they are. And whatever that is, we got the Queen of Cups here this week. This is the Cancer energy, the luckiest week of the year, girl. Jupiter and Venus. How can we get what we want if we're not pouring into our own heart's cup? 9 of Swords in reverse. That was the heart of the reading today. So no longer, or maybe now you're seeing how, maybe somebody from the past here that you thought that there was going to be sunshine with, or you're figuring out now what the lesson of that was. And you're like, I'm not going to let that shatter my self-esteem and keep me in the bed boohooing. You found this is a Fabergé egg. You found this unique key. I feel like you've already figured this out. And I think you need to know that your happiness is not behind you. Okay. I feel like I want to King of Swords. Just move forward towards your truth. It's in Pluto. You guys that got this King of Swords. Definitely for everybody. Again, Pluto is the handle of the bucket. That's where the focus of this transformation needs to be. And this is within your own heart, because this is a week to do it. She's got fall leaves flying all around her. And even though it's still the height of summer here, I believe it is technically getting into fall time, school starting. So this is now, honey. I think that's the last one. So let me check. Okay. Yesteryear, kind of, yeah, this something we don't want to look at in the past, perhaps even. Okay. I just keep getting that same, your happiness is not behind you, whatever that means for you. I don't think I've ever gotten that message before. So make sure we're looking forward, and we don't have these kind of old, this is like 1800s. We don't have, this could be even past life. Maybe if you did a regression, you would kind of get a theme of, what your soul wanted to accomplish this lifetime. It's like, you need to face your own joy. Okay. But something just keeps kind of pulling you back here, honey, from the past. We need to amp up our lucky energy. And there's Knight of Wands that wanted to peek out there. And we saw the King of Wands before the split. Decide what you want. I see it. I want it. It's mine. What makes you happy? Do we know? Okay. Um, Sometimes, I mean, a few weeks ago, I talked to a client that, okay, what makes you happy? What is it that you want? Like, don't know. A lot of us have never thought about that because we've always been taking care of other people, right? And it's like, well, if a genie appeared right to you right this second, asked you what your biggest wish and desire was, what are you going to say? If you don't know that, it's best time to get clear. What do you want? That's where this focus needs to be. Okay. Your happiness is not behind you. Happiness is not behind you, girl. All right. Yep. 4 years. That 4 year cycle. Tell me about it. That's what I keep saying too, Ed. 2021 to now was a big asterisk cycle. And I've seen those energies repeat starting at the beginning of this year, what occurred in 2021. And then there's been like little mini cycles of that going all year. So it's been kind of nuts. Funny that funny, not funny. I'm not surprised. You said 4 years. Oh, Kathy. It was a little spicy, wasn't it? Okay. Kathy says, all right, let them down. Let down the drawbridge. All right. Uh, there you are, Smelly Hen. I am so glad you made it. I love you so much, Kaylee. You are just a freaking delight. Okay. I love you so much. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm so happy. Yep, we can see you here. We can see you here, Miss Peg. I just want to make sure I'm not missing everybody. Then I'm gonna sign. Keys have been a sync. Good, good, Ashley. Chartreuse. Well, it's a different color other than chartreuse, but it is another. It's a darker octave of green. It's kind of in between, like it's not Kelly green. It's a little bit darker, this color that's been coming up constantly. Not quite as dark as money green, but you know. It's still that green anyway. Okay, Judy. Well, there's your homework. I'm going to put my teacher hat on, and your homework is to word dump, brain dump all the things that make you happy. And if you're not sure what those nouns are, make them adjectives, make them words. Adventure, fun, music. I know you like your live concerts and live music. Those are all things that we can get into the energy of and enjoy. Um, what do you enjoy about live music and going to concerts? What is it about that that makes you happy? That'll kind of get your brain started going, but I'm going to hold you to your homework. Okay. All right, guys. I hope these messages helped you out tonight, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for your loving energy, and don't forget to leave a comment about what you saw in my picture of the clouds posted on my under my community post today. I'm dying to know, inquiring minds and all. Love you so much. Much love, and see you next time. Bye bye.